Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome back to another episode with Riddle Grill. We're playing Lord of the Rings Online today with the level 22 main guardian, Vrengoscal Varvada. Got another character, a level 8 man lore master, Gatkala Salgruga. And that translates to Sing, Unite, Sing, Clever Eye. And the first character, his name translates to Wandering Poet Stormcleaver. Both of these names are inspired by the ancient language of Algacia, which was created by Christopher Paolini, and borrows a lot from the Old Norse vernacular. We'll just jump right into this, folks. Let's waste no more time. I've been playing this game since Monday. Got about 30 hours total. It's a great game so far. It came out in 2007, and I'm just a free-to-play status account right now, but the monthly subscription is $15 a month, and then they have a 3-month deal and a 6-month deal. When it first came out, there was the lifetime subscription for $200, but they don't have that available anymore. Alright, I'll show you this character menu here. These are all my skills. I'll show you the trait menu though. This is your main class traits. I'm going with the red line for the story mode, and then once I get into end game, I'm going to go with the blue line for my class, which is a guardian, and they are known for as being tanks in raids. Here's your race trait skills. I've only unlocked 2 so far. My next slot is opened up at level 25. And these are the virtue traits, and to get virtue experience you do deeds around the area, and you get virtue experience. And the first one I picked was Valor. It gave my character 35 physical mastery, which increases the character's attack. The finesse rating increases the character's ability to, or it reduces your opponent's resistance and block, parry, and evade. And the last one, critical rating for critical hits. And then the next trait I picked was Zeal. Increases the might, the physical mastery, and the crit, all essential for attack power. And then the third one, Determination, agility, physical mastery, and crit. Again, it just increases your overall attack. The fourth one is more defensive. It increases your in-combat morale regeneration. So in this game, your morale is your hit points, and also gives you a boost in max morale and tactical mitigation. So in this game, tactical mitigation is the damage you receive from incoming fire, lightning, frost, acid, and shadow attacks. And then I got 2 more here. Honor, which increases max morale, tactical mitigation, and critical defense. And Innocence, which increases physical mitigation, resistance rating, and tactical mitigation. So your physical mitigation reduces incoming physical damage. My character is rated at 57%. And the resistance rating provides a chance of avoiding all effects. Mine's really low right now with 0.3%. I have this perk, if I can equip it by the next level 23, that'll increase it to 27, which will give me maybe like a 4 or 5% chance to just completely almost like dodge attacks, basically. And yeah, those are the first couple of virtue traits I picked. There's 21 in total, and so you kind of I'm just gonna run with these main 5 or 6, and I might swap a couple of them out, but your max level for your virtue traits increases as you level up. Right now, most of them, I got 3 of them are 3 or 4 of them are level 8, and the other one's level 6 and level 4. And so as I do deeds, I'm gonna try to level these main ones up first. So the ones you have equipped have their active buffs, and the ones that are unequipped but unlocked, they have a passive bonus. So right now, my 2 passive ones are Honor and Innocence, which both have the same bonuses, which increases my morale. So that is the trait menu and the deed menu. So at the top here, you've got your major regions: Mordor, Heredaith, Gondor, Ovanian, and Eriador. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And then on the bottom, you've got your subdivisions or cities of each region. So I got Breland, Shire, Eredlin, and so on. And then also you got your specific class, race, and epic deeds that I still got to work a lot on those. So with deeds, you get Lord of the Rings points, which can be spent in the in-game store for different things. Right now I'm free to play, so I'm kind of just saving those up to increase the speed of my horse, which will help me get around a little bit faster. These are the ones I've completed so far in Breland, a bunch of them. That's mainly what I was doing the past 4 or 5 days, was just doing these deeds as opposed to the main storyline quests, because I wanted those virtue points early on to get those virtue buffs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These are all my main skills and stuff, and I got a couple fast travel skills here slotted, and that's my sprint and my horse. And I joined a kinship the other day, so it's the Light of Telperion, and it's got about 500 plus members, and they really helped me out. A couple people gave me 10 gold, and here's the wallet. So I've got 18 gold, 612 silver, and 37 copper. I was able to buy a house in Breland for 950 silver, and 2 people gave me 10 gold each, and that really helped me kind of just get going. And they got about 1,000 gold, and they said once you get to the max level 160, there's little to nothing to spend gold on, so they were more than happy to help me out. And they've got a Discord available as well. And so yeah, this game's been around for 19 years. It'll be its 20th year in April 2027. So it'll be officially considered a retro game that still has online servers and a bustling community of Lord of the Rings fans. Everybody that plays this game loves it. It's not perfect. There are complainers out there in any kind of fan base or video game fan base, but overall, people love the game. And I'm enjoying it too. Here's the crafting menu. For my crafting skills, I went with Prospector, which allows me to gather raw materials that I can use in metalsmithing and jewelry. So I just gather the raw materials like ore and copper, stuff like that, silver, and I use it to make armor and also jewelry. So here's my character and all his gear slots. You get 2 rings, 2 bracelets, a necklace and 2 earrings for jewelry, and then a helmet, shoulder, cloak, your regular armor, gloves, your leg armor, and your boots. And then for weapons, for my Guardian class, I'm going just with a sword and shield, or a one-handed weapon, a shield, and a bow, which is very secondary because I've only got one bow skill that I use, and it's kind of just to start a fight with an enemy and have them pursue me, or if they try to run away, I use that skill to just shoot arrows at them. And then yep, that's pretty much it, folks. These are all my skills that I got so far, and this is the quest log menu, and it shows you all the quests. I don't have much selected right now. And then over in this top right is the radar. You can't really see because I got that. I can move that real quick with the edit the UI. You can I can just drag that down so I can see it better. And all right, and then those are the quests on the right side too, right above that compass or radar. And then this is your this is my the loot that you collect automatically, and it has a time remaining or it's just scrapped, so you want to make sure that you keep your eye on it so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, kind of get started here. And I turned the music down so you could hear me a little bit better. Oh, I turned the names on. They're back on now. So when I first started this game, I didn't realize that I was supposed to raise the difficulty a little bit. To once you get to the second area, you can raise the difficulty, and they've got settings from 1 to 9, and the sweet spot is difficulty setting 3 because you unlock Fearless Deeds, which can earn you titles, and I'll show you the titles too. These are all the titles that I've got so far. I don't have any equipped because they're a little tacky. I think this one's kind of honestly the best. You start out with where your character is from title. So my guy's from Gondor. The other one I liked was Root Hewer. I took down some trees or whatever. Defender of Breland. That one's kind of cool. Some of these are cool, but I don't have any of them active right now. Trying to get around this hill or whatever to find this quest. I'm gonna be careful on these cliffs though, because I already fell off one time and there's no bueno. Eventually eventually I'm gonna get a better mouse. I've only got a 2-button mouse, you know. They've got 5 or 7-button mouses for about $35-40, and then a 12-button mouse can cost up to $120 something. But they got ones for like $75-80 too. And I wanted to get a Lord of the Rings mouse pad or a custom skin for the mouse too. That might be another like $30-40, but that'll be in the future. Right now I'm just sticking to just a 2-button mouse. Man, I can't find this place for the life of me. It's on this side of the river. No, I'm not swimming. I'm not gonna swim all the way there. Definitely on this side of the river. You can see that is the quest marker. It's like a ring that is on fire. So we gotta find our way around. So I'm running this game on a Lenovo T470 laptop. ThinkPad is what it's called. It's got your 8 gigabytes of RAM, an Intel Core i5 vPro processor. So the processor, came out in 2012 or whatever, and I think it just the laptop model itself came out in 2017, and then I think somebody refurbished it with 8 gigabytes of RAM and extra storage space, so I still got 700 gigabytes of storage left on it. And it works for a retro game like this. Alright, I'm getting annoyed trying to find this place. Anyway, just wanted to introduce you to Lord of the Rings Online. And I'm having fun so far. Let's see. If you type in here /played, it tells you. Alright, I've been playing for 1 day, 8 hours, 39 minutes, and 18 seconds total. Since Monday, so that's about 32 hours, 32 and a half hours. Over 32 and a half hours over 5 days. So about six and a half hours a day. Just getting started, I don't normally play that much, but usually about 2 or 3 hours a day is better for me. Anyway, that's about it, folks. I am having trouble finding how to get around there, and now I'm way off track. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the video and check the audio quality. Hopefully I was able to fix it. I turned up the volume for my mic and turned the volume down, the in-game music volume down. So hopefully that was enough to fix the issue. Eventually I'm going to probably download the software so that I can stream with my webcam as well, and record myself playing the game like all the streamers do. But for now, it's just the sound of my voice. And I'm using a headset, so that was kind of an issue. I think the game was overriding the sound of my microphone, and I had to figure out how to minimize that. Alright, I think I already went up that way. Couldn't find anything. This might be it right here. Take the high road. Go around this hill. I feel like I'm getting closer. Gotta be getting closer. Holy smokes, Batman. Alright. Thorn Talon Scout. Well met, traveler. Well met. Assuming I'm not going to be able to just climb. Oh, nope. There's got to be a way around. What does the quest actually say? War Master Oozer can be found in Bleak Rift, northwest of Kadeth's camp, at the foot of Weathertop. Kandin asks you to find and slay War Master Oozer and search the camp for a letter containing his orders. So it says specifically Bleak Rift, northwest of the camp, at the foot of Weathertop. So check the map. That's the camp, northwest, and it's at the foot of Weathertop. Alright, I feel like I've tried to go that way before. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of call it and probably look something up on YouTube or Google to figure out how to get around this mountain, bro. Because it's got me shook. I cannot figure it out. But thankfully, there's a huge, massive resource on Google and YouTube because this game has been out for 19 years. So people have made all kinds of videos, and it should be just fine. Alright folks, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. That wraps up another episode with Riddle Grill. Stay tuned for next episode. I'm going to try to drop these every 2 or 3 days. Thanks for watching, and the next one is probably just going to be a completely new intro, new character, starting from scratch. So that way you guys can follow along the journey from day one of a new character. And that way you can kind of go back and look and see how it all works, kind of just the introduction to the game. If you are interested enough to download it on Steam and play it for yourself. Thanks again, folks. Have a great Sunday and a great third week of July and a great 2026. Let's go. Have a good one, folks. Thanks again. Bye.